Okay, everybody, this is Matt here for BramptonMedia.com. In just a moment, I'm going to demonstrate adding the yellow overlay filter to a video in Clipchamp. Okay, now you can see my metal blue color wallpaper here. Well, it's Windows metal blue color wallpaper, but I'm simply going to move the mouse pointer down and click this Google Chrome icon on the taskbar. Okay, and I'm going to... I could type in the address bar and put in clipchamp.com, but I'm simply going to move the mouse pointer down and click this clipchamp.com icon that I saved here on the homepage. Okay, now we're at clipchamp.com. I'm going to simply move the mouse pointer up here to the right of the screen and click this sign in. And now I'm going to click continue with Microsoft. Okay, well now I'm going to log in via my email address here. This is my account. I'll have to blur my email address for privacy's sake. No offense to everyone. I'll click that now. Okay, when I click that, you can see it brought us into the home area of Clipchamp. This is the free online desktop version of Clipchamp, and this is the home area. I want to enter the video editing area. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here to the right and click create a new video, start from scratch. Okay, now before I do anything further here, I'm simply going to move the mouse pointer up and type in the untitled video title box there to the right of the Clipchamp. I'm going to type in now. I'm just titling the video. Yellow overlay. Yellow overlay filter. Perfect. Now before I import my media, I'm just going to show you this little handy feature here over the preview pane. The size feature here, the size icon. You can see mouse over size, change aspect ratio, and click it now. Okay, today I'm going to be using 1280 by 720 clips, which moving forward is the resolution I'm going to be using because it's smaller file size, it exports faster, it works better in other video editors. It's just more cooperative. It's just okay. And so I'm going to click wide there to make sure it's checked. You can see we have other options like the old classic 4:3, which is the aspect ratio that used to be on the 4:3 televisions, the old CRT televisions, pardon me. And we have vertical there, which is 9:16, which is great for YouTube shorts and stuff like that. But I'm simply going to click 16:9 to make sure it's checked. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to import my media. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer to the left of the screen and click Import Media. Okay, my folder is already open here, so I don't have to navigate towards it. Obviously, on your system, you're going to probably have to navigate to your folder and your files. But I'm now going to click these trees near the pan here on the left. I'm going to hold the Control key and click the next clip on the right. Now they've both been selected and ready to open. So I'll open them now by clicking the open icon on the bottom right of this prompt box. Okay, well that was neat, but remember these are only imported. Okay, they have not been uploaded. Clipchamp is still referring to the files on my system's hard drive. Remember, when you upload your files, when you import media, remember to keep them in the originating folders, okay? And this doesn't transfer very well to other systems either, might I add. So on your local system, you upload them from your local computer, and it won't transfer to, like, say, for example, your cell phone very well. So they're there from your computer, okay? Remember that. It's very important. It's just referring to the ones on the system that uploaded them, okay? Okay, now I want to add these two clips to the timeline. So I'm going to click the plus sign there. I could click them and drag them down, but I think especially with two clips, it's probably just as well to click the plus sign on the bottom. So I'm going to click the plus sign on the bottom right of the pigeons there, the pigeons and ducks. So click that plus sign on the bottom right. And you can see now the position indicator is at the end. It's ready for the next clip to be added at the end where I want it to be. So I'm going to move the mouse pointer down and click the plus sign on the bottom right of the tree near the pan there. So I'll click it now. Now it's been added to the added to the timeline as well. So heaven forbid, now if I wanted to move it, I could click it and drag it back, but we want to stay there. I want to keep it there. And in a more neater fashion, to see this in a more neater fashion, I'm going to click this zoom out timeline icon here. Down on the bottom right, you can also zoom in with the plus sign on the magnifying glass. You also have fit timeline and collapse timeline. But the best one here is zoom out timeline. That's the one with the minus sign on the magnifying glass. So we'll click it now. Okay, perfect. Now we can see both clips in a more neater fashion. Okay, so now I'll click that seek to start icon. They're under the preview pane, so we can watch these two clips before I add the yellow overlay filter to them, so we can get a comparison. So now I'm going to click the play icon under the preview pane. Okay, that was nifty. Now, I'm going to click the seek to start icon again under the preview pane. And now, to add the yellow overlay filter, I have to click the first clip. And I'm going to move the mouse pointer to the right of the screen. You have to click it to make sure it's selected, okay? You can't add the filter until it's selected. So now it's selected, it's highlighted. Perfect. So now I'm going to move the mouse pointer to the right of the screen and click filters. Okay, you can see that none is the default selection. Obviously, that means that no filters have been added to this selected clip. A filter hasn't been added to that selected clip. I also want to let you know, sometimes when you mouse over a filter, that filter may appear on the selected clip, but no worries, it will not be added until it's clicked, okay? Alright, so now I'm going to click the scroll bar on the right, drag it down, find that yellow overlay filter, and here it is. So I'm going to click it now. Okay, when I clicked it, you can see an option appeared underneath it. And that option is intensity. And I can click it, drag it to the right to increase the intensity, or click it and drag it to the left to lower the intensity. I'm going to click it and drag it just a little to the right to increase the intensity. Nifty. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and click this collapse property panel in the top right. Okay. And now I'm going to do the same thing to the second clip. I'm going to click the second clip and move the position indicator forward so we can see it better. Perfect. Okay, now I'll move the mouse pointer to the right of the screen and click filters again. This time I'm just simply going to search for it. I'm going to search filters. I'm going to type in yellow overlay. So now I'm going to click it. And again, the intensity option appeared underneath it, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click the ball switch, drag it a little to the right to increase it. Okay. And now I'm going to click collapse property panel. I'll turn it upper right. Now we're going to watch these two as a merged video, so we can see them together as a merged video file in a longer file. Now, since I use 1280 by 720 video files here, which is what moving forward I'm going to be using in the future, they're smaller file size, and they're more cooperative, I think, than other video editors, and plus it'll be better for YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and click this export icon, and when I clicked it, you can see video quality. Your video will export as an MP4 file. We have 480p for drafts, 720p, smaller file size, faster export, 1080p, which is high quality but high file size and not as cooperative with other video editors, 4K, ultra high definition. We wouldn't have access to 4K here anyway because of the fact that that's a paid for feature, okay? That's a high resolution and you cannot access that until you buy Clipchamp Premium. You can purchase that through a yearly subscription, which is about 130 bucks Canadian currently, as of the time I made this video. I can export it to audio only or GIF, but that's only for videos that are less than 15 seconds or less, pardon me. And a GIF is not a video, it's only an animated image file, which you may use on a web page or your socials. So now I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and click 720p and begin the export. Okay, the yellow overlay filter is now exporting. Okay, perfect. Now you can see it downloaded to the folder on my system. It's my downloads folder. Up here in the upper right, you can see yellow overlay filter made with Clipchamp. So be mindful of the fact that there may be two files on your system, because I'm going to show you how to save the computer now. Save to your computer. I'm going to click that icon now. And I'm going to navigate to my folder. Overlay. And now I'm going to click that save icon on the now I'm going to save the... Click the save icon on the bottom of this prompt box. The bottom right of this prompt box. Sorry. I'm going to click it now. Okay, now it's been saved. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer down and click the show desktop icon on the taskbar, on the far right of the taskbar. Now I'm going to move the mouse pointer up here and click sample clips. I'm going to click Clipchamp, double click Clipchamp, pardon me. Now I'm going to double click yellow overlay. And now let's watch the video with the filter edit the both clips as a full-sized, a fuller length merge video file. So I'm going to double click it now so we can watch it in media player. Okay, nifty. Now I'm going to close media player. Obviously, whichever player you guys use is up to you, but I tend to use media player. I'll click the X in the upper right corner. Now I'm going to close the folder. With the mouse pointer back down, and click Google Chrome again, so we go back to Clipchamp. Okay, remember, this is the free online desktop version of Clipchamp. The programmers may change features, move features, or remove features entirely. Always be patient and calm. Other than that, it's an awesome program. Please feel free to subscribe to this channel. This is BrantonMedia.com. Comment and rate. Okay, remember you can find Clipchamp at clipchamp.com. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you very much for your time.